My name's Easton. I'm on the Content and Creative Committee along with Paula. She is our VP of Marketing. And we are hosting a little bit of a Canva workshop today because it is like a really important tool, especially in marketing, but you can apply it to pretty much anything. So this is us again. There's Paula, Karina, me, and Naya. Paula is VP of Marketing. Karina is our head of the Content and Creative Committee. And then me and Naya are just the committee members. And basically, we schedule and create all of like the posts that you see on our Instagram and Facebook. And we do all that in Canva. And so that's kind of what we're showing you a little bit of today. And this is our agenda, basically going over the basics, why Canva is beneficial to you. And then we're going to do a bit of a tutorial. Paul is going to do a live tutorial in Canva so you guys can really kind of see how to use it. And first, we're going to start with a Kahoot to kind of, has anyone like used Canva before? You can type it in the chat if you have or not, and like what you have used it for. What is Canva?
Canva, Grant. We're about to tell you.
We'll tell you. It is, Paula, how would you explain what Canva is?
Well, it's not Canvas. I can tell you that for sure. It's not Canvas. Canvas is what we use for school. Canva is what we use for, like Lily said, everything and anything creative. So we make all of our Instagram posts, Instagram stories on there. But you can, like what you said, use it for your resume, like personal branding materials, and then Mary also said Pinterest. So yes, great for Pinterest posts. They do have custom sizing for all these kinds of things. So we'll get into that about like templates and custom sizing and all that stuff. But for now, I'm going to screen share as well, and we're going to do a little. All right, can everyone see that? Yeah, okay, all right, so code is up top. And yeah, everyone please join. FYI, even if you're not super experienced at Canva, this is a free-for-all. Like you don't have to be experienced at Canva to excel at this code. Okay, cool. How many are there of us right now? 13. All right, so I'll give everyone like 30 more seconds to join. Anybody else want to play? And then we'll get started. This is general knowledge about Canva as a company. I'll give you that at start. So that's why I mean, like, you don't really have to know that much about Canva logistically to be able to do well. So, all right, let's get started. Okay, does anybody know where Canva is located, where Canva originated? Oh, okay, that was quick. All right, so a few of you did know that it is from Australia. Yes. Oh, we had lots of guesses for New York. Nice try. Nice try. I kind of would have thought of it, but yeah, Sydney, Australia. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, Lily. I see you, Lily. You're killing it. All right, and Prez, not far behind. Okay, we got some competition. Let's go. Hey, how long has Canva been around? Okay, Okay, I mean, the majority of answers did go for 2012. So yeah, it hasn't been around for super long, but enough for all of us to take advantage of it because it's amazing. Okay, continuing. Oh, press in the lead. Okay, okay, Lily, we got some catching up to do. Let's go, Lily. Okay, how many people use Canva? How many people are in on our secret that Canva is amazing? Okay, oh wow, there was a tie between 3 of the answers. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, 136 million. So not the whole world knows, but we're here to spread the word. So, okay, let's keep going. Megan, hello. Okay, we got a third runner in the race. Okay, good job, Megan. Okay. So not only is Canva an awesome program, but it's also an amazing place to work. Imagine. So if you're ever in Australia, apply to work at Canva. Okay, Megan's holding on. All right, let's see what we can do. And Brianna has a streak. Okay, let's go. Last one. You guys got this. Canva is free. Yes, we are here to spread the word that Canva is free, and we love it. And yeah, that's it for me. So we have Brianna in third place. Oh, Mr. President in second place, and first place, Megan. Yay! Good job, everyone. Okay, that was nice. All right, so Easton can take it away again with the presentation.
All right,
and,
so
yeah.
Hopefully everyone learned a little bit more about Canva, some fun facts and everything. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we want to talk about why Canva is beneficial to you, because like we obviously use it for our like Instagram and Facebook, but it's also really great for resumes, and that's why a lot of people use it. I know I've used it for a resume before, because a lot of business majors, you'll have your professional standard black and white resume, like the very standard layout, and then you can also have a creative resume, which you can lay out a little bit more creatively and have a little bit more freedom and more color of how you want it to look like. And that it can be really helpful for different types of jobs, especially if you're looking for something like graphic design or something that is wanting you to show your creativity and that you would want the interviewer to see that in your resume. That would be really nice. It also lets you create really good presentations, especially if you're an IB major. This is really important to you because like lots of presentations, and in our opinion, it is better than Prezi, which we know a lot of people use. Also, once again, free, very important, I'm sure, for all of us. And our focus is on personal and business. As you can see, this is a screenshot of the Canva website. And so when you go to templates, they have a lot. So like we use like Instagram posts, Facebook posts, all that stuff. But really for you, you could use personal, and that's where you're going to find the resume template. And also business, you can make a business card, which is super cool. And also create your own logo if you want to, because it makes you stand out. And so, yeah, you just click on resume and like there's a bunch of templates. You can sort them by category, like what color scheme you want, if you want it to be simple or busier. It's up to you. And another great resource that they have is Canva Design School. And I actually have it pulled up here so you can see a little bit better. But it's basically just a lot of courses and they're free. And so there's a bunch of different categories. Like right here is getting started, like that'd be the basics. And there's all these different topics in there, and like branding, presenting, and all of this. And they also have events that you can go to and listen to speakers, and they're free. Again, good, free, because we all like that. But yeah. And these are a few examples of how we use Canva. As you can see on the left here, this is the basic template that we chose to start off with. So we went to Instagram post, and this is one of the templates that they had available. And then you can edit the text, colors, delete things, anything you want, and basically make it into whatever you want. So we kept the layout of the photos and just kind of went off of that. And so everything here is different, like the font's different. You could move things if you want to, but you can do whatever you want. And then this is another one. This is more of one where there's a bigger transformation. As you can see, like it's pretty different, but still using a lot of these elements from the template. It just makes it a lot more easier than having to start from scratch, because that can be pretty difficult. But yeah.
Yeah. So, well, before we get to that, like upcoming events and stuff like that, I wanted to give a little tutorial. So, I will share screen again now. Okay. So, if everyone can see my Canvas screen, yes. Okay, cool. So this, well, I'll go back to our homepage. When you first land on your homepage, you're already bombarded with like a million options of what you can do. So up here are some of the most popular, so presentation templates, Instagram post templates, story templates. Like templates are your best friend using Canva, because getting started in digital design can be very overwhelming and you don't exactly know what looks right yet. So that having something to like take inspiration from and get a basis off of is really helpful for us. So some ways we like to keep like our Instagram posts different is I'll go into templates up here, just hover, and then I'll go to Instagram posts. And there are thousands and thousands to scroll through. So I will just sit here sometimes and like look for anything that stands out to me, anything that we might be able to translate to AMA and like make it our own with our branding. I'll get to our branding kit on here in a second as well. So like, I think, for example, this one's really cool. That would be something super applicable to when we have guest speakers. So we can click on that. Of course, it says free up top. It just gives you a little bit more like information about it if you want to take a look at that, kind of like a color palette, but you can change all those things. So if I click use template, it'll start a brand new project for me. I can rename it to whatever I want. I'll do sample post. And then this is where the fun starts. So you can change any element in any way, pretty much. So we can drop in photos here. So let's say I'm doing, I'm trying to show off one of our guest speakers. Oh, just kidding, it's an upload. So here are our uploads. So photos that we upload to do. So let's pretend that Christian's going to be our speaker and that Grant's going to be our speaker. So as you can see, I literally drag and drop. Like it does not get any easier than that. That's a whole basis of Canva, that it's so user friendly that you can change anything. So even like if you want to change how it's cropped, drag, like that's it. And then you have a perfectly framed photo, and you want to, maybe I want to get rid of this frame or change the coloring of it. I can change the photo of or the color of like the background, or like just changing colors and editing is super easy, and text as well. Like it keeps its form, but you can put in what you need it to do. So that's the best part about it. All of your text effects are up here, spacing, bullet points if you need them. You can also do really cool effects for text. You can make your letters have shadows. You can just like manipulate in any way possible, really. Something that we really like is actually, sorry, Christian, I'm gonna get rid of you here. I needed some room. This one's looking a little busy, so I needed some room to add in some elements. So something that we use a lot, these are recently used. So we were recently doing a poster about our LinkedIn like workshops and critiques and stuff like that. But these are all elements you can use. You can think of them as like stickers. There are some that are GIFs, so it's kind of similar to like, for example, say using Instagram stories where you can just search by keyword as well for anything. Let's say I want an arrow. So there's so many to choose from, anything you might want, and then it's just as simple as dragging and dropping. Change the color so that you can see. But yeah, and then you can, yeah, just the customization is unreal. And then, oh, what I wanted to say about our branding. So we have all of our main colors that we use on our Instagram right here for us to use at any time. So this you do not have to pay for Canva to have a set of brand colors, which is really important, especially when you're going to make a resume and a matching logo or a matching business card or a presentation or anything. So you can keep your own brand colors right here, and I'll show you where to set that up. But yeah, so when you open up anything to change the colors, they'll always show up right here. And that's how we keep our color scheme consistent on our Instagram, and it's how you can keep it consistent for any materials that you're trying to make. What else? There's also plenty of backgrounds. We like adding texture to our background. So if you wanted to add a gradient to the background, it automatically does the gradient for you. It's, you know, it's just as automated and user-friendly as possible. Like you can make anything and make it look good on here. And so I will actually go back to our branding kit. So once you log on to the page, if you're on your home page, if you go to your branding kit right here, you can add your logos. We have our logos here. This is how we easily find them for all of our Instagram posts. Our brand colors, you can add any color with a color code. If you need any help with hex codes, literally just Google color picker. That's what I use, or you can do like hex code picker, and then it'll come up something like this. You can drag it around, and no matter where you go, you can make your own custom colors, and then there's a code, and then you can use that code in anything else that uses hex codes. And then you can also just save it there for future reference. You can also customize your fonts. So keeping your fonts consistent is pretty important when you're making your own branding material. So picking your font ahead of time so that you don't have to think about it and search for your font every single time really will save you time and effort. So you can add your fonts here from anything that they have available, or you can also upload your own font if you're into that and you like custom things. You can do that. But so all of your designs live here. So these are like all of the things that we have made in the past for our social media. You can rename all of your projects to keep it organized. You can make folders to keep all your stuff organized. So if you're doing like a rebrand, even for yourself, you can make a whole new folder and keep all of your new rebranded things in there. What else can I show you? Let's take a look at some templates, because like I said, templates are our best friend. If we want to do resume, they do a really good job with like discerning between different types of resumes. So if like all of these results, literally almost 1,400 results, is really overwhelming to you, I don't blame you. You can pick from any of these. So let's do creative. If you want to do something a little bit more out there, there's so many templates. And then once again, they have those elements, especially for things with headshots, where you can just drag and drop your photo in there. Let's see here. This is nice and colorful. Not condoning specifically this much color in your resume, maybe if you're not going into graphic design, but I'll choose this one because it's fun to look at while I try to edit it. So here, I'll start out with my name. And then if, let's say I don't want this color, I'm going to change it to a blue. And it's pretty much as easy as that. And then you can go in and change the spacing as well. And if you want to keep an element, hot tip, if you want to keep an element where it is and you don't want it to move, lock it so that it like when you're selecting here, like that, it won't move anymore. So that you can select everything else around it. You can shift anything to make spacing different. It's all just about having a vision for what you're doing, and then just finding your footing along the way, pretty much. And it's all in the customization with text. There's also so many text fonts that you can use with different effects on them. So you don't completely have to make it up by yourself either. You just keep scrolling until you find something you like, and you can modify it however you want. And it will come together in the end as long as you have a vision. So let me see if we can easily make a logo as well. And we can even try to make one for AMA. How about that? Let's see. Let's say I like this one. Go in here, hit upload. And then when was AMA founded?
Around 2016.
2016. Okay. Together, so I'm going to drag it down. Let's see, and it can look like a graphic designer made it, and I just made it in 30 seconds. So yeah, that's just a little bit of insight into how powerful Canva is, but so useful and easy for students like us, for anyone who's just starting out with marketing and branding. Yeah, it's just super important. And also something that I'd like to share is resizing. So say that you really like this as a logo size, but you also want to use it for different things. So let's say I want to make it into an Instagram post. All you have to do is check that, copy and resize. It'll make a whole new project for you in that size already. And you don't have to worry about weird sizing when you're uploading it to a different program. So that helps lessen your workflow, and that way you don't need to know custom dimensions of different types of posts. And then one thing that is really easy and that I suggest we all start out with, because I do think it makes your LinkedIn profile stand out, is a LinkedIn banner. So if you hover in social media, a LinkedIn banner, we could probably all use one. Sometimes it's hard to pick a banner because you're like, I don't know what to put on there, but you can make one. So one that I made recently was actually based off of the template. It was this one. And so what I did was, since it's black, it kind of, I wanted to make it UCF-esque. So all I did was change the name. I think I put student. Oops. This does not have spell check though. One thing about Canva does not have spell check, so keep that in mind. So I changed this to a gold color. We can maybe drop in a logo. Logo, if I can find one. Ooh, perfect. Right here. And voila, I have a LinkedIn banner. And I know that like on your profile, your photo shows up right here. So let me move around some elements. Actually, I'm going to lock this one so I don't accidentally move it, but I want to move this. So I can shuffle it over to the side, and then like my headshot will appear right here, and then you can see my name and logo. And then voila, you download right up here. You can save that as multiple different file types. That's also very important. I think for SVGs, you do need to have Pro, but if you're mostly using PNGs or JPEGs, you can download that way, and then it saves it straight to your computer, and you can upload that file to anywhere that you need. Yeah, so there you go. If anybody else has any suggestions for something that they might want me to whip up here, I'm open to it. Or if you have any questions about like elements or anything, I'm here to answer them.
I think Canva also has like some animated features as well too that they can also use.
You can animate certain things. Let's see here. So yeah, you can animate your text right here. It shows, maybe I have to click on it again, but yes. So then you would have to maybe download that as it will download it for you as a video, or you can choose GIF, however you say it. Yes, so you can use multiple different animations, anything you might like. Unfortunately, I don't think this will actually translate to your LinkedIn banner. I don't think you can make that animated, not that I've seen. But for anything else that you might want to post on a platform that does support animations or video, at least, you can do that in the animation section right up here. And then, oh, I was not looking at the chat. Oh, I'm sorry. The brand kit, yes, I will go back to that. So right when you land on the Canva homepage, right on the left, under all of your designs, and you can also share designs with other people. So you can collaborate on Canva, and it makes it really easy. Their Canva account will link to your Canva account. You'll make a little workspace, and you can collaborate on stuff together. But your brand kit lives right here. You click on that, and then once you make a logo, you can drop in your brand logo. You can pick your colors right here, and it'll actually give you palettes as well to choose from. Forgot to cover that. So if you don't really know what colors you like or what colors look together or look well together or kind of mesh, it gives you a bunch of different options, and you can also just try maybe with yellows. Yeah, you can drop in, pick any color like your favorite color, something that really suits you, and then you can come up with a palette here, and then you can set up your fonts there. And then, oh, big hot tip from Gabriella, you can get Canva Pro for a year from GitHub using your UCF email. There you go. Canva Pro, it does help. It's not essential, but it does help. You get a lot more options for elements that you can use, like little sticker type things, and also templates. You get a lot more options that way. Yeah, I think that's everything I see in the chat, unless I missed something.
They also seem to have like a content planner as well in Canva now.
Yes, I'm not 100% sure if this comes with regular Canva. Do you know, Grant, if this is a pro thing or regular Canva?
I think it might be pro, but there are other options, I think, for content scheduling.
Okay. Well, if you are going to be using this in like the working world, and let's say wherever you're at doesn't have content schedulers yet, you can pick posts to kind of like plan out that they are going to go out on a certain day if you make your content ahead of time. So the way you do that is you go in here and it will take you to your recent projects. And so let's just say that Christian's event is going to go up. You can schedule it to different platforms here as long as you have them hooked up to this account. Let's say draft. Okay. Even if you just save draft and you want to use it as a planning, you don't necessarily want it to automatically go to the social media account that you're going to post it on. You can save it as a draft and you can still see it so that you can plan your content that way, and just kind of have a visual as for when it's going to go up. Would I say premium is worth it for work? If I would suggest trying out the free version first, because like not jumping right into pro, because there's already so many options that are free that if you can find like the groove of your brand that you're working for at work, in what is already available because there's so much, then there's really like not a need to get pro. But if you're working in something that's more niche, that doesn't really have a lot of elements or templates that you find kind of fit the audience that you're trying to speak to or the branding of whoever you're working for, then maybe it might be worth looking into pro, but definitely try out free first. There's a million options to choose from. I think of anything else. Oh yeah, there's also more, even just past templates, all the options they have. You can also have your designs printed or for certain things. So you can get, like, mostly you would probably be using business cards like as marketing students, because I know actually for your professional selling class, if I'm not mistaken, Professor Garcia still has everyone make their portfolio with like a resume and a business card and everything. I'm not 100% sure if that's still the same, but if you do, this is a great tool to use for that. I definitely made my resume and business card on here. And I can actually, I'm willing to show my resume that I made on Canva. If you find a typo, let me know. But yeah, so I made this on Canva on my personal account. And yeah, you can just see that here I did kind of a blend between a creative and it's not quite a CV because that is a little bit more straightforward and black and white, but you know, playing around with color and spacing, and that's just like a real life option of something that I made, an example, and it shows that I actually use Canva for my real life. So yeah, and that's, you know, easily made in here. As long as you have the content to put in there, Canva has the power to make it look great. Thank you for the applause, Lily. All right, so does anybody have any other questions or examples that they might want to see? If not, then Easton can kind of cover what's coming up next and any more information that might be useful to people who are not quite yet members. So you can go back and share it.
All right, sounds good. Okay. So these are a few of our upcoming events. On March 23rd, we have an Excel and productivity workshop with Christian. He's here. So like if you want to like learn a little bit more about Excel and organization, definitely to attend that. March 25th, we have a customer experience and life after with a guest speaker, Luba Abrams. April 1st, April general body meeting, and everyone's welcome to come. April 6th, we have marketing for nonprofits with guest speaker Sandy Beauchamp from Clean the World. And I'm guessing that is with you, Christian. That's where you work, right? Yeah. Cool. And does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Give a few seconds.
Leave them in the chat as well, and we can get them later.
Yeah. Yeah, leave them in the chat and we can obviously come back to those. And I guess we'll leave it off with how to join AMA National and AMA UCF. If anyone's not a member yet, we have our instructions here. You just go to the website. The fee is for students is only $29, which is a really good deal compared to the non-student fee. And you get all the benefits and everything. And then it's $20 to join our UCF chapter. And Grant, if you have anything else you wanted to mention about membership, you can go ahead.
Being a member is awesome. Definitely join. Recommend. 10 out of 10. You get a lot of great workshops. You get to work with a lot of great people. So highly would recommend. And applications, if you are an AMA UCF member already, applications and the deadline to apply is tomorrow for our events committee and our head of operations position. So make sure to apply.
Yeah,
All right.
That's it from us. If anybody has any other questions, or even like I'm open to taking a look at any of your creations on Canva if you need a critique or two. Soon enough, we're actually going to be doing member office hours. So if you come up with anything and you want to bring it to office hours and have me take a look at it, I would be happy to do that. More information on office hours coming up probably in the next week or two. But yeah, if anything, you can find me or Eason. If Eason, I'm volunteering her to take a look at anything because she's
No, I'm good. It's good. I'll do it.
Eye for Canva, so I trust her to do all your critiques as well. So if you have anything to send us that you want us to take a look at, you can find us on LinkedIn, group me if you're in the member group me. Yeah, we're reachable. So let us know. All right. Well, if that is it from you guys, that's it from us.
Thank you all for attending.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. Hope you.
Thank you.